morning, you guys, and welcome to today's video, Meal Prep Monday, episode number 2. If you did not see Meal Prep Monday, episode number 1, I will link it in the description box below. I was super excited with how many of you liked the video, like the style of the video, and just like the whole idea in general, so we are going to keep it rolling into this week. And I'm going to try to keep the recipes as interesting and not so bro as possible. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I like to keep it simple, and sometimes my meals can seem kind of boring, the basic chicken, rice, and broccoli. But because a lot of you might be new to meal prepping or just changing your lifestyle in general and you don't really want to have like those boring bro meals, I totally get it. So that will be the purpose of these videos. And also, like, when I have extra time and everything, I feel like it's a great way to prep different meals that I don't typically do. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy. And if you have been a longtime subscriber, welcome back. But we're going to get started. Today's two recipes. The first one is a lunch and the second one is dinner. You could totally alternate them though, I don't think it really matters. So the first meal that we're gonna start off with today is like a beefy, rice, cheesy, vegetable bowl, kind of like a Chipotle bowl. I know I always go to that, but it's all about seasoning, you guys. And then the second recipe is gonna be a chicken taco recipe. However, the chicken is still cooking in the crock pot. It's got an hour left, which is why I'm just gonna start with the beef first. And then once that chicken is done in the crock pot, I'll show you guys how I shred it and how we can prep it for chicken tacos, which is one of my all-time favorite meals. So welcome to the video and let's get started. This is my karma, or my test, if you will. I just bought this meat today, and for some, like, it looks totally fine. There's nothing like weird about it, but it doesn't smell like it normally does. And I would never in a million years take the chance of getting food poisoning by raw meat, just saying. So I'm literally gonna throw this entire thing out. I am not one of those people that will return things like this to the store. Sorry, don't give a shit. This is going in the garbage. I'm going to run to Publix and get new meat, so I will be right back.
20 minutes later.
Okay, I'm back. Now I'm going to actually start the meal prep video because now I have the meat that I need. We are starting out with the Maverick Light extra lean ground beef. No antibiotics, growth hormones, never fed animal byproducts. If you don't have as much time, you could totally just cook it all at once. But today, because I have plenty of time, I'm actually going to cook 4-ounce portions one at a time. Totally be in my head, but I just feel like when you don't overload the pan, it just cooks better and whatever. 112 grams is 4 ounces, so that's what we're gonna start with. The most important part is seasonings. We're gonna do kind of similar to what I'm gonna show you guys is on the chicken. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, just a little. You don't wanna overdo it. A little bit of chili powder, just because I like the little spicy taste. Finish it up with some mustache steak seasoning. I'm going to pop some sweet peas in the microwave because we're gonna toss this into our little individual Tupperwares to make it like a little bit of a beef stir fry, if you will. I always like to utilize some of the leftovers that I have from like previous meal preps. And I do have some broccoli left over from the farmer's market. So, gonna add whatever this is, probably I would say like 70 grams or so. 77, that's good enough. Once the peas are done, we're gonna throw some peas and rice and cheese in there. Just gonna repeat that again, our second 4-ounce portion. Going in with the peas. Usually I like black beans in my beef bowls and everything, but I just rinsed these pinto beans because I saw them in there and I haven't eaten pinto beans in a while, and they're good with peas as well. So we're gonna put just a little bit in there. 40 and 50. All right, well, then I'll do 50 on both. Okay, so I put 50 grams of pinto beans in both of these bowls, and now we're gonna add the rice. Usually put about 100-ish grams. It usually splits the package up kind of in half, which I like. And 110 grams. Use fat Mexican cheese. I usually do about 10 to 15 grams, and I just coat the top of it. Look at that. Look at that amazingness. So these two meals are done. Now obviously you could do the exact same meal for these other two, but I decided that I'm gonna do a cheesy beef mac and cheese type deal. That's gonna be what's going in these two, and the water is just about ready to go. So we're gonna put some pasta in there and get started. Now I'm gonna be using the Ancient Harvest shells. They're quinoa and corn pasta. You could use whatever pasta you want. This is just what I have. The macros are 1 fat, 46 carb, and 4 protein. You could obviously use half if you want. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 servings, so I'm gonna put 1 in each thing. That is about 110 grams. Little shells are going in and medium, and we're gonna do it for about like 12 minutes because I like my pasta al dente. So while we're waiting for the shells to cook, I'm going to pack these guys up and they are ready to go. Cooked pasta is 185 grams. If you guys want to know how to get back to the original number, you would do 185 divided by 110. That means that pasta gains about 1.68, like 160% if you change it to percentage wise. The cool thing is you can use these conversions for anything. So we know that 185 grams of cooked pasta divided by 1.68 equals what we started out with, which was 110 dry. So let's say that, you know, you didn't want to eat all that and you wanted to only put, I don't know, 60 grams. In order to figure out what that would be dry, just divide it by 1.68, and it would be 35 grams dry. This seems super overwhelming for you guys. Obviously, you know, you don't have to do this. This is just the most accurate way to figure out how much of the serving you had, especially if the box doesn't have the option to log in grams. So remember how I told you guys, whatever you weigh out, you divide your amount by the serving size amount in grams, and that's how much of the serving you'll log. So if I have 48 grams and the serving size is 56, it's 0.85 of the serving. So I'm gonna go back into my FitnessPal and I'm gonna log 0.85 of the serving, which just gives me a little bit less carbs to work with if that's what I wanted to do. This amount of the pasta was 96 grams. And if you just do 96 divided by 1.69, 68, whatever, 56 grams, and 56 grams is the serving. So that, my friends, is 1 serving of pasta cooked. And I just sprinkled some of the reduced fat cheddar cheese on top, and then once you heat it up, you're gonna wanna heat it up just venting it like this, and then when you stir it, the cheese will get all melty and it will be a cheesy beef mac and cheese. These are these spices that I put on the chicken: garlic powder, onion powder, Mrs. Dash extra spicy, chili powder, and smoked paprika. I put it in the crock pot on low for 4 hours, and I also poured some water over it just so that it would stay nice and juicy, but it is ready to be shreddy. So the chicken is shredded, and now we're gonna take it out and put it in our Tupperware. So these are the things that I will use for chicken tacos. I have Mission yellow corn tortillas. They're the extra thin ones. For 3 tortillas is 24 carb, which is great. Then I have some shredded iceberg lettuce, my sauces, Cholula, and fresh lime juice that I also squirted on the chicken. Simply Balanced organic black bean chipotle salsa, fat-free sour cream. You can use whatever you would like. And then Southwest guacamole, which is my favorite ever. So you can see how this would kind of be something where if you're at home and you want to make tacos or quesadillas or something, you could just take the chicken out, put it in your tacos, make your meal, and you are good to go. So this was everything that we made. It took me exactly 1 hour and 15 minutes. I have the beef bowl with broccoli, peas, jasmine rice, and Mexican cheese in there. Beef with quinoa, pasta, peas, and cheese. Then of course my shredded chicken for whatever my heart desires, probably tacos, let's be honest. And that is it. I will be good for the rest of the week. So that is the end of this week's episode of Meal Prep Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and also let me know what you guys think about these recipes. Do you think they're too boring? Do you think I should do more? The only thing I'm not gonna do is breakfast, because number one, I usually show you guys my breakfast all the time in videos. On Instagram, if you guys don't follow me, it's the same name as this, Simply Mander. But I just love making breakfast fresh. I love it so much. So I could never imagine like heating up eggs in the morning. No. So that being said, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you. And also, if you try the recipes, definitely let me know. I am going to actually eat one of the meals that I just made. So I am gonna call this video donezo. So thank you guys as always so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.